I think I'm on. Okay, I think that took like forever because I was having technical difficulties, but we're here. So welcome to Moxie Monday. I know that like for a second there, I was just staring at the call. So that got awkward. Okay, I'm going to remove distractions. And I know I might be a distraction because I look phenomenal. And I am excited about it with my side pony and my zit that popped up today. So I hope that you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and pause Pandora because sometimes when I play music in the background, YouTube tells me that's illegal. And I like to be not a legal person. So we're gonna get started, and I just want to tell you guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight, I am excited to introduce to you something new, something helpful, and something that I think will really simplify how you plan out your month. And it's not just for next month, but it's truly even how to wrap up August with a really pretty bow. And I feel like that's really important because of what's going on right now with the health bet. I mean, I know, right? Like the health bet challenge, it's unbelievable what Beachbody is doing. So before I share my screen, I'm going to explain a little bit about what this health bet is, and then you guys can look in the coachfaq.com so you guys know that I call it like the FAQ. So it's typically FAQ ... and then there's 4 numbers. Those 4 numbers are what you can type in to look up all the details of what it means. So if you go to coachfaq.com and you type in health bet challenge, you're gonna get a lot of information. But let me just go ahead and be the the FAQ right here for you in Laura terms. So what Beachbody did is they said, I bet that if you commit to your health and fitness for 30 days that you will fall in love with fitness. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm interested now. So they said, we're gonna go ahead and put $1 million on the table. And for every challenge pack sold in the month of August, they're gonna add $5 to that pot. Boom. So up to $3 million. So the pot started at $1 million. And depends on how much we do, how much work we get done between now and the end of the month, okay, the pot can go up to $3 million. And because I know this network is amazing, I'm just going to go ahead and assume and hope that the pot does get up to $3 million. And so for each person, customer, challenger, coach, you guys, us, and any of our peoples, if anyone joins a challenge group with a coach who is using the My Challenge Tracker app, if anyone is using that in the month of September, starting on September 5th through October 2nd, and if they track their Shakeology 5 days a week, and they at least track their workouts 3 days a week, you get that? That's so minimum. If they use the Beachbody app, their challenge group app that Beachbody designed a couple of years, I think like a couple of months ago, it launched maybe last year. And it's really phenomenal. If you haven't used it yet, your mind is about to be blown because it's one of my favorites. It really is. It's so, so helpful as a coach to be able to monitor what your customers are doing, especially when something like this is on the table. So what they're saying is for every challenger and coach that commits to posting their Shakeology at least 5 times a week and tracking their workouts at least 3 times a week through this app connected with a coach, they will have an equal share of the pot up to $3 million. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. I'm like, do you know how much money people are going to get? Like, do you know how much money you're going to get? I'm going to commit to it. I am going to be like white on rice. I'm going to be like Nazi checking in every single day and making sure that my tracker is in. Because I know from being in this business, you know, whatever, 3+ years, that there's only like a small percentage of people who actually do what they say they're going to do. And for once, I want to be that person. I say for once, I give myself a hard time. I want to be that person who does what they say they're going to do. And everyone who has the right intentions but doesn't follow through, or the right intentions but they let other things get in the way, they won't be a part of that pot splitting. But we will, because we're going to commit to working out and eating healthy and doing the right things. Capiche? Capiche? So that's what the health bet is. So how in the world can you use that knowledge? And I know a lot of you already have been. I've seen your posts. I've been stalking you guys. I know that you're promoting it. I know that you're talking about it. Continue to do that. But with one more week of being able to promote the Health Bet Challenge, how do we really leverage this as Moxie? How do we really like get down and grind and promote and invite and get people signed up to actually understand the significance of this kind of challenge? It's never been done before. B20 has never, ever offered up a pot of $3 million to share, to split equally amongst challengers. That is mind-boggling. So I know that I am trying to talk to so many people, not only publicly through my public invites, but a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. And that's exactly what I'm going to challenge you guys to do tonight. So if you've already been promoting it, keep promoting it. If you haven't yet, then you have time. We have 1 week. We have 1 week, because if you are going to hit the ground running, then I'm assuming you are going to be either leading your own group, co-leading a group, or apprenticing a group starting on September 5th. Or September 6th, depending on if you want to start on Labor Day or not. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share with you a new marketing plan that I'm going to put into practice, not only based on the Health Bet, but something that I have been doing consistently over the past couple of months, and I want to make this public to you guys and share it with you to let you know that this is how Moxie is going to operate. These are our systems, and this is what you can expect to happen every single month. So every single month, on the 1st of the month, or the 2nd of the month, or the 18th of the month, or the 31st of the month, if you say, I wonder when Moxie is having a new challenge group. I wonder when we might be hosting a new coach opportunity webinar. I wonder if Laura is going to host a new coach training party. I wonder when that's going to be. And you could think, yeah, she did tell me that, because it happens every single month. I'm going to be consistent. I know that there have been months where we're like, let's try this out. Let's try this out. Let's see what works with the flow of what's going on with you guys, with me, what's happening. But this is set in stone. I really want to share. I'm excited. So I mean, I hope you're excited, because it's going to be helpful. And I'm in the mood to help. So here's how it's going to go. So step 1 is that this is our Moxie meeting schedule. Okay, so I know that this entire call was basically about like how to promote the Health Bet. I get it, but work with me here, because this knowledge is going to build on top of each other, okay? Like everything that I'm telling you here is going to build on top of each other, so you can walk into this week so confident, with like guns a-blazing, and you're just going to go out there and talk to people and say, this is what I do. I am a Beachbody coach, and I'm going to share, and I'm going to talk about these challenge groups, and I'm going to talk about my business, and I'm going to talk about this cool stuff that's coming up, and I'm going to tell everyone in the world with confidence, because I know how many people I can influence just by being consistent and just by following a system. Okay? So I don't know your personality type. Maybe you are an introvert. Maybe you're an extrovert. Maybe you are somebody who doesn't like organization. Maybe you're somebody who needs organization. But for those of you who want to be organized and who want to treat this like a business, thank you for treating this like a business, because it is. And so this is our Moxie monthly meeting plan. That is a lot of M's, and I like it. I like it. So the first week of every month, Moxie is going to have a Moxie coach training. Just like right now, we're going to pick a topic. We're going to go over it. We're going to have some fun. The second week of every month, we're going to have a coach opportunity webinar in place of our Moxie Monday call. So I am going to miss you guys. I am going to miss my chance to talk to you guys about specific training topics that's going to help you move your business forward. But what I thought is, in order to help our entire team move their business forward, why don't we put our mouth where our money is? Wait, that doesn't make any sense, because there's not money on the table except on the Health Bet, but I'm not offering money. So let me reverse that. How about we walk the talk? Is that, yeah, I think that's the right phrase. I think that's the right phrase. We walk the talk. Instead of me just saying, hey guys, you need to be inviting to your coach training. Hey guys, you need to be inviting to your challenge groups. Hey guys, you need to actually work out and get results. I'm going to open up 2 weeks out of every month where you guys can invite your people to join us on our Moxie Mondays. If you guys saw my hands right now, I just did like a mind-blown experience. So what that means is that on the second week and the third week of every month, the second Monday and the third Monday of every month, I am encouraging you guys to invite people to join us on our Moxie Mondays, because they're going to cover specific topics that I truly believe will benefit anybody and everybody. And so the second week, we're going to have a coach opportunity webinar, and that's just going to talk about what is coaching, what do we do, how do we do it, etc. Everything that people need to know about our team, coaching as a business, what they can expect every single month. The second Monday of every month, I'm going to host a coach opportunity webinar in place of our Moxie Monday 9 p.m. call. So you guys can leverage that, plan around it, create a system where you know the second Monday of every month you can invite people to that, or you could start leading your own. It's totally up to you, but this is a foundation that we are building. The third Monday of every month, I'm going to host some type of webinar, or we're going to delegate that to other leaders in Moxie, and we're going to offer a webinar that's just free and fun, good tips on eating right, good tips on fitness. One might cover sugar information, one might cover nutrition tips, one might cover fitness while pregnant, one might cover things that you should not eat that's making you bloated, one might cover sleep habits and how that affects your health. I mean, it can be anything and everything that is so helpful all around health and fitness tips. I am so excited about that, and that's where I want you guys to invite people who could be potential challengers, okay? So basically, this webinar is free for people who want to improve their health and fitness. And it's just a cool time for us to get together to offer free value. Maybe this would be easy for you to invite people to. It's going to happen the third week of every month. Now, right before this webinar, you'll see in future slides why I chose to have this new coach pre-party here, but that is actually the third Monday of every month will also be the start of our new coach training. So that's why, like, before that webinar, there's going to be a new coach party for the new coaches starting on day one. But that's a meeting that I wanted to talk about. The fourth Monday of every month, there's going to be some kind of top coach guest speaker that I want you guys to really prioritize to show up to be there for training. And if there happened to be a fifth Monday of that month, that would just be open for Q&A or a power call or whatever. But this is basically the meeting plan that you need to memorize. And then also Dynasty United, the second Thursday of every month, there's a 9 p.m. call that is always chock full of incredible information. And I chose to include this here because I constantly learn new things from the leaders who present on those calls. It's such fantastic information. So I'm so appreciative of being included in that. Okay, so a marketing example. Okay, so we're going to get to promoting the health bet. But as you build on promoting, I wanted to get this kind of this flow down. Okay, so this might show up kind of blurry on your screen, so I apologize. I'll send you guys all these slides. You know that, girls. You know I am an open book. I will share all of this with you. But the marketing plan for inviting coaches can be like this. You can expect that every third Monday, there's going to be a day one of a new coach training. It's going to be a 15-day coach training, just like what we ended today. But the week before, on the second Monday, what did you guys already know from the previous slide? The second week, the second Monday, the second week, you see that down here, there's going to be a coach opportunity webinar. So my encouragement to you is, if you are somebody who wants to build your team, then what you need to do is have in your mind the flow of how you can post publicly, the flow of how you can talk to challengers or whatever is the fourth and first week of every month. You need to be in coach mode. You need to be in conversations with people about joining our team. You need to be in, in the mode of talking a lot about our team, talking a lot about your team, talking a lot about your vision for the business, talking a lot about, what this overall opportunity has done for you, inviting people to the coach opportunity webinar, or hosting your own sneak peeks, or doing whatever. But the deadline for somebody to join our team-wide new coach training, if that's something you chose to participate in, it would be the second Friday. You see that there? So the last week, and then we're going to start day one on the third Monday. And the goal overall for everybody who's looking to add people to their team and to grow their business that way is to at least add 2 coaches a month, right? And help them start co-leading challenge groups. And then you can teach them to follow this marketing plan. Now, let me walk through this really quickly. This is how it goes. This is the foundation of building your business. So you know what to talk about, maybe when to talk about it, what to post about, when to post. So it's not so overwhelming and confusing. You can just wake up and get in your groove. So the first week of every month, I'm going to be starting a brand new challenge group. I've done that for the past 3.5 years, every single month. And so that first week, I love to talk about the new workouts, love to talk about my new challengers, the excitement, the energy. I love to build my pipeline. I love to connect with new people, build my funnel during that week. Add contacts, expand my market like crazy that first week. On that second week, I'm really going to be focused on promoting and inviting people to a free webinar or something that's helpful to them, because I want to connect with all of those people that I'm growing with. I want to connect with all of the new contacts that are coming to my page or that I'm going to like and comment on their stuff. You have to realize, to get in the habit of expanding to a colder market, you have to connect with new people every single day, or you can just choose a couple of weeks out of the month to really, really focus on expanding your market and then funneling those people down this kind of marketing plan every single month. So on the first week or the second week of every month, if you're adding new contacts to your list and then promoting and inviting them after you've talked to them and connected with them, liking and commenting on their stuff, they're liking and commenting on your stuff, you private message them, get to know them, invite them to something free. That's such an easy invite. They can join that meeting that I told you about. That was a free health and fit tip. And then in that webinar, I am going to talk about, whoever's leading it, they are going to talk about challenge groups. So that might be a subtle invitation. But that following week is where you can go really heavy on the challenge group invites for the first Monday of the following month. You see how this flows? So by that third week, you are all in and going heavy on inviting people to join that next challenge group, because the deadline for somebody to join your next challenge group would be the fourth Monday of every month, right? So that's the deadline. And then you hit repeat, okay? So the goal typically is that you use this funnel and talk to as many people as it takes to get at least 3 to 5 new challengers each month. That's how simple it is. Now, it might take you talking to 5 people, talking to 25 people, talking to 50 people, talking to 100 people in order to get one yes. It just depends on your karma with your friends and family. It depends on, your results. It depends on your social media presence. It depends on certain skills and conversations. And those are all things that you can tweak and improve upon. So your ratio might be 1 to 30 right now, and you can work on skills to move it down to 1 to 10, that every 10 people you talk to, one person's going to say yes. Those are different things that we can go through in the different training sessions that we have planned. But let me go ahead and summarize this before we move on to the health bet. This is a summary of a combined monthly marketing plan. And the reason why I first presented it to you in 2 separate calendars, one was talking about coaching, the second one was talking about challengers, is because if I just showed you this, you might think, oh gosh, I don't know what all this means. But now you understand. The first, second, third, and fourth week all have a specific purpose, so you know what you're kind of funneling down to. You know that the first week of every month, a new challenge is going to start. But during that week, that's when you need to be talking. Remember the fourth and first week, that's when you're promoting and inviting people to join the coaching opportunity. That's when you're inviting people to join your team. Even though you just started a challenge group, you're still in coach mode because you're trying to get people to join that webinar or to join your sneak peek or whatever. And then the second and third week is when you're heavy on making sure that you're getting the next round of challengers to start with you on the following first of every month. Now that's how it goes. That's the marketing plan that I'm going to follow. You can use this, you can tweak this, whatever. But what I am telling you is that as your leader, as somebody who is going to continue to provide Moxie Mondays, what I would love to do is have you know that the first week of every month, there will be a coach training. The second week of every month, there'll be a coach opportunity webinar open for anyone to join. The third week will be some type of free fitness webinar that's free for anyone to join, and we're going to be inviting people to challenge groups during that webinar, so that might be an easy way for you to continue that conversation, to inviting them to your challenge group. And the 4th week will be a top coach, someone who will be sharing their knowledge about this business on their end. So that's how it's going to go. But you say, well, okay, now today is the 22nd of August, so how do I go about promoting the health bet? Well, I'll give you some tips, because if we're following the same flow, I did you a favor and I went ahead and I added the dates to this example calendar. So this is the 4th week of the month. But did you know that sometimes months have more than 4 weeks? Sometimes months have 5 Mondays. Well, what happens then? Oh my gosh, Laura, what do you do if there's a 5th Monday? What are we doing then? Hey, slow your roll. No need to freak out. You just need to roll with it. And so if today is the 22nd, but the deadline to join the challenge group that starts on September 5th is next Monday, the 29th, well, what am I supposed to do between now and next week? I'll tell you what you need to do. Is since next week is a free extra week, since next week is considered week 5 and that wasn't on the marketing plan, that's kind of a free week, and you can make a decision of, hey, you know what? It looks like I can move down my goal and my strategy of inviting to my team. I'm going to put that gray bar that says promote and invite current past challengers to join your team as a coach. I'm going to move that down a week, and I'm going to kind of flip-flop. And I'm going to use that extra week that I have in August, and I'm going to use it to promote the Health Bet Challenge. Because the deadline, you get me? The deadline for the Health Bet Challenge, if you guys are going to be starting a group on the 5th or the 6th, the deadline is next Monday. So we literally have 7 days to get anyone and everyone into this Health Bet Challenge with you. Now, it's a group that you can lead on your own through the app, or you can lead it with your sponsor, or you can apprentice it with somebody else, but make sure that you are actually leading a group or co-leading one. Like, be involved. You be a part of this Health Bet. That's going to be huge for your business, for you to be a product of the product. It's not just using the workouts and drinking Shakeology. It also means participating in the programs, which means participating in the challengers and the challenge groups. So that's why I flip-flop this week. So instead of this week being week 4, I'm using this as an extra week to promote this Health Bet. And I'm thinking, woo, that worked out perfectly. Because if you've already been promoting for the Health Bet, then you have a whole extra week to get even more momentum. But if you feel like you've only done it, a halfway job to promote and really heavily invite to the Health Bet Challenge, well, here's your chance. And no more saying, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I really wish I would have invited and now it's too late. No, girlfriend, you just got a whole extra week. Like, that's crazy. You just gained an entire week to promote the Health Bet Challenge. That is perfect. So if the next month looks like this for your business, this is my marketing plan, but you know that you have the next 7 days, and your entire focus for the next 7 days is to literally promote the Health Bet Challenge. What are your responsibilities? Okay? Oops, I'm gonna click right here. So I explained to you at the beginning the concept of the Health Bet. And if you still have questions about the Health Bet, so you can feel more confident about talking about it, if you want to know how to word things, if you want to know what Beachbody allows you to say, don't overthink it. Basically, look at this. Don't ever post this. This is totally not something you need to post on your Facebook, because this is for internal use only. I always encourage you, if you're going to make a graphic, then make it with a picture of you. Make it where you're smiling. It's a close-up, or it's a far away of like something pretty. It's a results before and after. It's of a challenger before and after. It's with you and your family. Something that will be engaging with somebody. But the concept of me putting this graphic together just for internal use is to show you guys the contest weeks, that it starts on September 5th and ends on October 2nd. And in order to participate, your challengers, as well as you, need to have the requirements for week 1, 2, 3, and 4, which again is that you have to track and drink Shakeology at least 5 times a week and track and work out at least 3 times a week. So go to FAQ 4477 and you can get more information. But then now that you know that, how do you promote it? How do you leverage this momentum? How do you get people to say yes? Oh gosh, let me tell you. It's just gonna be beating a dead horse. But I feel like I want to simplify this. Again, I feel like I want to remind you how capable you are and how much value you have to add and how much skill and talent and how much of a story you have. All you have to do is be present on social media and post frequently, post good content, post helpful things, post about your family, post about some recipes, post about your workouts, post about something funny, post about things that get likes, that get comments, and that get shared. And then of the people within your social media, and you can have any kind of social media. It could be primarily through Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be Snapchat, it could be, you can't really track Snapchat too well, it could be blogging, it could be YouTube, whatever. You choose 1 or 2, main social media platform and learn that platform's personality. And as you're posting, post often and post powerful, so the people who are liking, commenting, and sharing, those are the people that you add to your funnel. You guys know the funnel. I talk about it all the time. The way that you get people to come to you, it's not that we're out there hunting people. That is so gross. We attract people to us by sharing good, valuable, fun, relatable information on social media. And the people who like, comment, and share, we can add them to our funnel, which means we then give back to them by liking, commenting, on sharing on their post. That does take time. That does take being organized because you have to write their names down somewhere. You have to go to their wall, read their stuff. You guys can kind of become friends because you might giggle at some jokes they make about their kids, or you might like how cute their dog is. Like, you're actually going to start liking this person for real. That's the fun part of Beachbody, is that you're actually going to make real friends through this opportunity. But a way to expand your market is, yes, through social media and through people coming to you by what you're putting out there. But a way to expand your market is by liking and commenting on other people's stuff, because then all of a sudden people are going to see your comments, and then you can comment on their comments, and then friend request maybe their friends and their acquaintances, or you join groups who have similar interests, and you basically expand your market by chipping away one at a time. You expand your market by becoming likable, by being you, by sharing your story. Now, let me give you a quick example of this. And it might not be very easy for you. And I feel like it's something that you can do a gut check on, and you can evaluate what areas of your life you feel comfortable doing this. But from personal experience, the other week, it might have even been last Monday, maybe. Yeah, I think it was last Monday. I shared a really vulnerable video about my son who is in early special education. And I explained why. I explained how hard that was for me. And it was literally like a 10-minute live stream on my like page where I just shared my story. That's it. I didn't say anything about Beachbody. I didn't say anything about my business. I didn't say anything about working out. I literally just shared about something, a part of me that I was learning through, and a silver lining about it. Well, that is an example of expanding my market, because I was literally just sharing who I was, how I was growing as a person, where I wanted to go, and it connected me with a lot of new people who had similar stories as I did. So what happened when they commented, when they liked, the very next day I went and I thanked them, and I went to their Facebook and I messaged them and I said, you have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you so much for taking the time to comment, because I know I'm not alone and you're not alone either. Can you tell me a little bit more about your situation, blah, blah, blah. So we just started a conversation simply through me sharing. So to expand your market from your immediate circle to a colder market. You just have to get better skilled at being relatable, at sharing, at connecting with people, at using your social media to build your platform and figuring out who your niche market is. So expanding your market by liking, commenting, and sharing with other people's stuff, adding friends, adding them to your funnel. And then on that funnel, you guys know the 7-step funnel system, and I'll review it in a second just to, be annoying, is you like and comment and share on their stuff, and then you private message, and then you talk. That's how it works. Now, if you guys think that it's so repetitive and so boring that I tell you to do the 4 vital behaviors every day, and that I tell you to funnel down, it is so, what is the word? It works so well that corporate has asked me to present on it tomorrow, and also this weekend, the top coaches in the network have invited me to a diamond dinner with their downlines to present this at the general session for their teams as well. Now, I say that not to toot a horn because I didn't invent this. Like the funnel, it's just connecting with people. But I communicate this because this is what people want to learn. Like this is what other coaches, other top coaches, the corporate people, this is what corporate wants coaches to adopt. This is what the top coaches want their coaches to adopt, is the whole entire idea of connecting with people, adding contacts to a list, liking and commenting and sharing and getting to know, private messaging to talk a little bit, relate to, cut up. I know a lot of times in my private messages, I like cut up with them, I make jokes, and we just feel, kind of a friendship forming, and then we leave it be, no big deal. And then I come back to them maybe a couple of days later with an invitation to something free or something that I think would be of value to them. That's really easy to invite somebody to a free thing. For example, at the very beginning, you guys remember when I was sharing that we are having a free webinar every month about free health tips, free eating tips. That is something that you can invite them to, or you can host your own. Well, if they say yes to that, then I feel like we're becoming real friends. Like we're connecting, I'm getting to know more of them. They're participating in this private group that they chose to come to. Well, from that free thing, we're connected. I then am going to feel more comfortable. Not that comfort is the decision factor, because it's not, but it will be natural for me to next step invite them to a challenge group, because that will provide even more help. So this is a funnel. This takes time. This takes being intentional. This takes being a real person. Compliment them, encourage them, affirm them when they're in your challenge groups, and then invite them to join your team so you can then train them to repeat this process over and over and over. Now, this to you might look different than it looks to me. But if you repeat these actions over and over and over, you can make them your own. You can put your own personality into it. But what if I told you you could repeat steps 1 through 7 by starting them at the top of your funnel, which is just a brand new contact, and funneling them down to somebody that you're going to invite them to maybe a free group? What if you can do that in less than 2 weeks? You can absolutely do that if you follow this flow, which is every 2 days you take an action step and you give them some type of impression, some type of exposure to you that would help them gain trust in you, that would build rapport, that would help them realize that you are interested in them, by you giving back to them by liking and commenting on the stuff that they're posting, because that gives them good feelings. This is the whole point of being a coach, is to lift other people up. It does, okay? So I'm not all trying to be fluffy here, because I understand this is a business that we run. And I treat this like a business. But I know that my business will not grow without people. And I know that in order to work with people, I have got to like people and treat them well. And in order to treat them well, I have to work with them and listen to them and provide them some type of help. And in order for me to provide them some type of help, I am going to be responsible in how I serve them. I'm going to be responsible in how I promote things that I know will benefit them. So let's go back to how to promote to the Health Bet Challenge. Right now is August 22nd. You need to promote every single day between now and next Monday. You need to promote every day the Health Bet Challenge. What does that look like to you? You can go live. That is definitely going to be the #1 way to increase your engagement. Or you can create some graphics and post those every other day. You can craft up some really powerful posts about what your experience of challenge groups has been, why you believe Health Bet is going to be helpful for other people. You can like and comment on people's posts and comments in their pages. You can invite them behind the scenes in private messages. You guys know that the word promote does not mean be a billboard and go out there and copy and paste Beachbody graphics. You know that means being a real person, adding your personality to your posts, to your graphics, to your communication, and making it real. Because what did I tell you through this whole entire webinar? It's about people. And in order to relate to people, you've got to be one. You can't be a robot. So be responsible in how you are managing this opportunity in a way to help yourself, and then funnel that to help other people. This can be like the back of your hand. You can get in your groove and you could be so crazy successful. Your entire business can turn around and you cannot even recognize your business between now and the end of the year if you start adopting a marketing plan, taking this seriously, making sure that you're funneling people through the right way and not just thinking them of points, not just thinking them as, commission, but you're thinking about what they need, how you can serve them, and utilizing this foundation in a way that you could provide them the best service. You guys saw it at the beginning. I'm going to post it in Moxie. And ask yourself this last question. What's your ratio? If you're going to be promoting like crazy this week, remember, between now and next Monday, that's your deadline to have people sign up to join your Health Bet Challenge. What's your ratio? If you want 3 to 5 new challengers in that next challenge group with you, out of every 50 people, is one going to say yes? Out of every 40 people, does one say yes? Out of every 25 people, does one say yes? Out of every 10? Out of every 5? I don't know your ratio, but what I do know is that a goal of yours should be to continue to improve that ratio by improving your skills in communication, improving your skills on social media, and improving your skills on leadership. That starts with personal development, that starts with being willing to learn, and that also hugely starts with you being willing to actually start and not being afraid of failure, because you're going to make a lot of mistakes as you're trying to figure out how to help more people and how to improve the ratio that you have of people finally saying yes to you when you invite them to a challenge group, when you invite them to your coach webinar, or even when you invite them to something free. You might get no's when people, you might get no's if you're inviting them to something free. Don't take it personally. Just think about how you can learn from it. So if you're willing to grow, to learn, to try this out, and to really take seriously the opportunity we have to promote for the next 7 days to this Health Bet Challenge, and then after that, after next Monday, if you guys want to start back up and start this, let me write here. If you want to adopt this marketing plan for yourself, screenshot this, or I will share it in our team page, then this is a fresh, clean slate. A fresh, clean slate on the 1st of September for you to launch into this and really put it into practice and say, okay, I'm going to promote this week for the Health Bet Challenge. I'm going to lock in, a couple of challengers by next Monday, and then I'm going to transition into following this marketing plan. So what I want you to do is realize that this works. Realize that this will help your business grow. Because after Monday, if you start then switching gears and talking and posting and sharing about the business, then you can invite people all these, the 4th week and the 1st week, invite people to join the Coach Opportunity webinar or to join your team. The deadline for them to sign up to join your team would be the 16th of September. And then have them start with us on the 19th of September with the day 1 of the new coach training. That's how things are going to flow, okay? That's how easy it is. And then the 2nd and 3rd week, that's when you start promoting the free group, or you start promoting your challenge group, because the last day for somebody to sign up for the next challenge group that would start in October would be that last or that fourth Monday of September. That's how it's going to flow. So this is a basic outline. There's no dates on here. I don't know whether this jives with you. I don't know whether it's like your language, you get it, you're going to follow it, or whether it's confusing. I would love to talk to you about it, because I really am trying to simplify things for us, something that's duplicatable, something that is helpful for you, something that provides maybe a breath of fresh air, because you know that we're going to provide training, but we're also going to provide a place for you to invite coach prospects to. We're going to have a place for you to invite your new contacts to help them get fit, to help them get healthy, because overall that's what we want out of the business. We want to help people become more confident and purposeful. We want to help them live a healthier, fulfilling life through using health and fitness as a gateway to be happier and healthier. So heck yeah, I'm going to provide some type of free, helpful content the third Monday of every month, because that's what this business is based on. And through that one thing, we're going to funnel it down, and we're going to invite people to challenge groups, and we're going to invite people to our teams, and we're going to grow, and we're going to duplicate, and we're going to reach our goals, guys. That's how it's done. So I so appreciate your time. I appreciate your consideration of taking that seriously, because I do. I hope that helped you. I hope that you could provide me some feedback. But remember, you have a responsibility now between now and next Monday to promote the heck out of the Health Vet Challenge. You know the details. And it's up to you how often, how much you're going to promote it. My encouragement to you is to promote it every day, but not just every day. You have to promote about other things. So if you're going to talk about Beachbody once, you need to talk about something else at least 2 or 3 times. Right? So the ratio of your post on social media should be at least 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Like if you post one thing about Beachbody or an invitation, you should post at least 3 things, maybe non-Beachbody, and then promote again, and then 3 things non-Beachbody, and then promote again. So kind of go with that flow. Remember, live streaming is best. If you want to get engagement, go for it. Be bold, be courageous. You guys can do that, okay? I would love your feedback. Would love to see if this helped you guys. I'm going to post this in our team page. Let me know if you have any questions, and I cannot wait to hear about all of your new customers pouring into the Health Vet Challenge that you're leading on the app. Remember, it's on the app. So if you don't know what it is, go to www.mychallengetrackerportal.com, mychallengetrackerportal.com, and you can sign in with your coach account, and you can create a new group that way. Go to YouTube, search it out, be teachable, learn about it. It's so crazy easy. It's that easy. It's very easy. That's how you can lead your own group, or you can co-lead it with somebody else. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. Thank you so much. Mwah! You guys have a fantastic night.